Dear students, previous lecture is based on the introduction to Indian society. These segments are tribal, rural and urban community. We are discuss or describe the characteristics of tribal community in last lecture. The characteristics of tribal communities are geographical isolation, economic life, sense of identity, endogamous group, distinctive culture and language, simple society, simple religion, community administration, clan organization, egalitarian values and youth houses. It is called as Gotul also, etc. Now we are going to the problems of tribal community. The tribal community face a number of problems, and these problems we are discuss now in this lecture. Reason for tribal exploitation. The British wanted to exploit tribal resources which were rich in minerals and natural resources. Especially in British India, during the colonial period, tribal was exploited with their number of resources, especially forest land and minerals and natural resources. The contact with missionaries desirous of converting the tribals means the missionaries was converted to the Christianity, which in some cases resulted in identity crisis because of their aboriginals identity is lost, and now they converted to the Christianity. Entry of specialists like medical professionals, agents and vendors into the tribal areas, causing alienation of tribals from the traditional medicine. Means the medical facilities is available in the forest areas. These facilities was taken by the tribal people, but now due to the development in other areas, the some people was migrated in the tribal region and the alienated from the tribals, and that's why the problem of tribals. The development of transport and communication in the tribal areas, which facilitated the entry of outsiders in the region. The displacement of tribal population from their traditional habitat due to the industrial development, establishment of the constructions and big dams, highways, etc. Means the development of transport and communication. Due to this, tribal areas was facilitated the number of facilities just like schools, colleges or number of industries was established there. But the entry of outsiders in the remote areas, that's why the problem is started in tribal region. The displacement means the migration. Many times the migration from one place to the another places. That's why the problem in tribal community. Problem faced by the tribal community. First one is alienation from the forest land. Forest land and its resources is the best means of livelihood for the tribal people. But now this resources was less and reducing day by day, and the deforestation is going on rapidly for all the areas. Many tribes engage in primary agriculture. It is called as a zoom cultivation or a shifting cultivation also. And the simple occupation is hunting, fishing, food gathering, a collection of honey, etc. They are heavily dependent on the produce of the forest. Therefore, when the outsider exploit the tribal land and its resources, the natural ecological system and ecocycle, the tribal life is dependent on it, greatly disturbed. Due to the impact of outsiders, especially migration, generally migration is not in the tribal areas, but number of industries was established in the remote areas, and they are disturbed due to this. The history of land alienation among the tribal began during the British period. In addition, tribal land were also occupied by the moneylenders, zamindars, and traders also. Industrialization and construction of water resources, water reservoirs, resulted into the further acquisition of land by the state and central government also. Means the land acquisition law was passed by the government, but the land specially acquired for the development for the remote areas, but the land was the landless labor, number of workers is already in tribal region. Various states government have passed the several acts to abolish the transfer of sale of tribal land to the non-tribal, but the issue of tribal alienation has not abated till date. Now the government was passed the laws related to the tribal land and not to sell for the non-tribals, but now the issue is not yet solved. Next problem faced by tribal community is poverty and indebtedness. A majority of tribal people live in below poverty line, BPL. The tribals practice simple occupation based on the primitive technology. Means their occupation is very simple, just like hunting, fishing, food gathering, collection of honey, collection of wood in the forest. And the primitive technology means the rudimentary technology was generally used in their farming. Most of the occupations fall into the primary categories such as hunting, gathering, and agriculture. There is no profit or surplus making in such economy. Only the existence, subsistence economy is very simple economy. It is called as hand to mouth existence only. Hence, their per capita income is very low, far less compared to the national average. Most of them live in the abject poverty and are steeped in the debt due to the problems in the they have taken loan to the moneylenders and zamindars. Local moneylenders and zamindars take advantage of this situation and exploit the tribals. In order to repay the debts, they often have to mortgage or they sell their property. Means the problem is started into the tribal areas. Next one is health and nutrition is one of the serious problem of tribal community. In many parts of India, the tribal people suffer from the chronic waterborne infections and diseases. They also suffer from malnutrition and deficiencies since childhood. They also suffer from malnutrition, just like the example is given in Palghar district last time. One of the serious issues of malnutrition. Infant mortality is quite high among the tribals. Lack of proper medical and sanitary facilities and poverty leads to various difficulties in the maintaining proper health and hygienes and their nutrition. Means the problem is related to the poverty, indebtedness, health, nutrition, etc. Now the next problem is related to the education. It is illiteracy, ignorance. The illiteracy among the tribals is a major hindrance towards the development. Schools are often clash with agricultural and wage earning activities of children. That's why they can't go to these schools because of the school timing, and the agriculture activities is the same time. Children are looked upon as economic assets and are thus expected to supplement their parents' income. Hence, many parents are unwilling to send their children to the schools, or they come and call the children from school to help the farmings and their fields. Also, schools are often not located in the vicinity of the tribal settlements. They are far from their settlements. The formal courses in schools not taught in tribal languages. So, children lost their interest and in learning and leading to a high dropout rate. Educational problem. Education is one of the serious problem of the tribal community, because we are already discussed here hindrance of their development, and agriculture and wage earning is the source of their children, and the children are the economic assets. That's why they can't go to the schools and not to come to in the mainstream of the society. Next one is bonded labor. Bonded labor is banned by the Indian law. However, it still prevails in some tribal areas. We started due to rampant poverty and lack of stable income among the tribals. Means the below poverty line people, majority of the tribals live in below poverty line. That's why they work anywhere. In fact, land alienation, indebtedness, bonded labor and poverty are problems which exist hand in hand. However, due to the efforts of the government and voluntary organization, many efforts was taken by the government and other organizations for the tribals are being freed from this problem. But this problem is not yet sorted out now. This one is not solved now. Next one is shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation among the tribals is a problem since it involves a large scale deforestation and soil erosion. Means now that deforestation is going on, means the shifting cultivation is one of the occupation of tribal people. Means they cut the trees in the forest and sow the seeds particular these lands and they take a crops. It is called as also zoom cultivation, shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation is known by the various names such as zoom among the northeastern tribes, Khalu among the Malar of the Bihar, Podu among the Khonds of the central India. Now see, the picture is here, primary or secondary forest, primary and secondary forest. Next one is when we go to the cut and burned by the tribals people, then annual crop harvest, then follow with the secondary vegetations, then secondary forest, and next one is primary. Means cut the trees, burn, and then take a seeds and they take a crops. But this continuation process, it is called as a shifting cultivation. Means this another serious problem of tribal community is, for example, economic problem, social problem, cultural problem, and other problem is also there. Now the how to sort out, how to solve the problem of tribal community in India. What are the measures should be taken to solve the problem of tribal community? And this one is R. And one of these major solution is related to this. It's a Panchashil philosophy of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Since Indian independence, particularly with the inception of 5-year plans, Panchvarshik Yojana, the concern for tribal development has always been high on the government's agenda. Every 5 years plans we will taken and development of the tribal people. The first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, not only took a great deal of interest in tribal development but also created a long-term guidelines in this regard. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was taken a great guidelines given to the tribal people, how to develop, how to integrate the tribal region in our perspectives. That's why policy of integration were accepted. He strongly believed that no development activity in the tribal areas should take place at the cost of tribal heritage. This is the evidence from his views on tribal development termed as a Panchashil. Now the summary of Panchashil is people should develop along lines of their own genius and we should avoid imposing anything on them. Tribal rights to land and forest should be protected. We should try to train and build up a team for their own people to do the work of administrations and development. We should not over administer these areas or overwhelm with a multiplicity of schemes. We should rather work together and not in rivalry with our own social and cultural institution. We should judge the result not by the statistics or the amount of money spent on them, but by the quality of human life that is evolved. Tribal development efforts after the independence. After independence, the government of India has taken various efforts or measures to solve the problem of tribal problems, solve the problem of tribal development, solve the problem of tribal community. Various efforts for the tribal development. The government made available funding of tribal development program, that is state plan, special central assistance, secretarial programs of central ministries, development department and institutional finance. Program for tribal development by the government: construction of hostels for tribal students, educational complex in low literacy pockets for women in tribal areas. This scheme provides complete financial assistance to the NGOs, other organizations established by the government as autonomous bodies, educational and other institutions like cooperative societies to establish educational complexes in the identified districts. Which one is settlements of the tribals. Grant in aid to state tribal development cooperation and others, village grain banks, grant in aid to voluntary organization, research and training to the tribal developments, post-matric scholarships, overseas scholarships and book banks, upgradation of merit and coaching for the tribal advisory councils. Point 11b of the 20-point program, the new paradigm shift for the tribal development strategy, etc. By these different programs, the government aims at overall development of the tribal people. However, not all programs were successful, so at present we continue to see the tribal problems and their backwardness. To sort out the issues of the tribal community, the constitutional provision for the tribal community is, the constitution has given more than 20 articles for the redressal or upliftment of the tribal unprivileged, with policies on positive discrimination and affirmative action with reference to the scheduled tribes. They have helped in the educational development of the tribes, and the provisions are number of articles is related to the scheduled tribes. Article 14, 15, 15.4, 16.4, 22 to 46, 244.1, 275, 330, 332 and 335. But the 14 is related to the confer equal rights and opportunities to all. 15 prohibit discrimination against any citizens on the grounds of their sex, religion, race, caste, tribes, etc. 15.4 state to make special provision for the advancement of any socially educationally backward classes. 16.4 empowers the state to make provision for the reservation in appointment for the post in favor of the any backward class of citizen which in the opinion of state is not adequately represents. 22 up to 73rd and 74th amendment to ensure the effective participation of tribals in the process of planning and decision making. 46 state to promote with special care for the educational and economic interests of the weaker section, especially scheduled tribes, and protect their social justice and all forms of the exploitations. The 244.1 Tribal Welfare Committee should be set up for the welfare of the tribes. Extension of Scheduled Areas Act 1996 amendments to the constitutions are extended to the scheduled areas through panchayats. Article 275 grant in aid for promoting the welfare of STs and raising the levels of administrations in the scheduled areas. 330 seats shall be reserved in the House of People. 332 reservation of seats for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in the legislative assembly of the state. 335 stipulates the claim that the members of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes shall be taken into the consideration consistently with the maintenance of efficiency administrations in the making appointments to the services and posts concerned related to the affairs of the union or the state. This is the solution or a efforts taken to the government is related to the tribal development. Thank you.